No parent wants to hear that their child will get bullied at school, right? But for a disturbing number, that is the reality. With an estimated 2.3 million kids, 2.3 million, saying they are bullied each year. So what if there's a way for you to bully-proof your child?
For more, we're joined by clinical psychologist Cliff Batley. Thank you so much for joining us this morning, Cliff. Your new book, it tells parents how they can bully-proof their children, but is that really possible?
Absolutely, 100% possible. There's skills and strategies around that, and parents are very powerful in that area. It does take a little bit of work. It's not an overnight fix, but it's not that hard. What we do know for sure, Ali, is that kids with higher self-esteem are not only less impacted by bullies, they tend not to be bullied as much. So yeah, it's a great question, a great answer.
How do we bully-proof our kids?
So let's begin with an example, and then I'll throw some tips out there. I've been working with a girl, Karl. She's an Olympic swimmer, bullied mercilessly, not just at school but online. The one thing she had was swimming. In the morning, swimming at night. And she knew she was capable and she was strong. She said to me at one stage, she said, "I hate what is happening to me so much, but I've got what it takes to get through this. I'll be the last person standing." So her self-esteem, so the thing there was that quality time. We always talk about time with our kids, and look, you've got kids, Karl, you know how hard that is to find those moments. But it's about quality time. It's about making them feel like they're number one, they're the most important thing in the world, and that's the message we want to send to our kids, right? And the second tip we use, I call it the effort-reward relationship of life. My son's got a favourite TV show. He's got to earn it. It's up to him if he watches it or not, but there are chores to be done. And if he does those chores, we congratulate him on how well he's done to earn that show. And the third tip, find platforms, not just school, not just online, drama clubs, singing, sports. There's friendship groups out there that are not just at school, and those things help build our kids' self-esteem. Parents are really powerful.
That's a really great point, because I reckon it's the kids who don't rely on that little system of school, that ecosystem of school. They've got other things around the outside that they can rely on, and they have friends around the outside, and places, as he says, where you can gather more self-esteem. It's really important.
It's everything, Karl, and parents are so powerful in that place too, because we support our kids to do that. We believe in them so they can believe in themselves.
I know that you talk about, like, you yourself were bullied as a kid, and that your dad used to step in and deal with the bullies, but that's not something that you should think that parents should be doing these days, is actually stepping in and taking control of the matter.
Yeah, right, Ali. My dad dealt out some pretty rough justice to my tormentors, and I'm not saying I agree with that. What I do know now is that there is an opportunity, if we work with our children to find a solution to the bullying problem. We're teaching them that you can find positive solutions to negative problems. We're building our belief in them to work with us, and we're strengthening the relationship with our kids. And do you know that is one of the top predictors of mental health, is the close and strength bond we share with our children. So we can actually take that very platform. We don't have to jump in, work together, and again, build their belief in themselves. Here's a problem. I've got what it takes to get through this. There will be a solution.
I mean, a lot of the focus is on kids who are being bullied, but what if your kid is the one who's doing the bullying? Because, I mean, for every victim, there's got to be the mean kid.
Two sides of the coin, isn't it? Bullying's all about relationships, and nobody wants to find out their kids have been bullied. And sometimes the first thing we do is we become angry at our children. That's not going to help them get better. 3 strategies I'd really like to give parents who find this out. Number one is sit with your child and ask, what is it you're doing and what do you hope to achieve from this? We know that very question, and working through that tends to result in lower of the bullying. The second question is, if it were you, how would you feel now that we know what you're doing? And again, I'm emotive, I'm here for you, we're problem solving. The third one is actively jump in and positively reinforce every time they're nice to somebody. Show them you're proud of them, that you admire them, and that that's what life's about.
The problem is, and I'm sure you know this, kids who bully more than likely come from a household where they're bullied, or they see their parents bullying. So you're not going to be aware what's going on at home for a lot of these kids, but that's where it comes from. And then to get parents to do something about it, they're just not going to be interested.
Isn't that the point? And again, Karl, we're talking about that positive relationship between parents and children. And this is where parents have so much more power than they think, because it's us who take control of how our children see the world.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, school's about to start up again this week, so parents and kids are going to be in the thick of it once again. There's some great advice there. Thanks, Cliff.
Thanks for having me.
He's talking about really good.
That's why we got him on the show.
Yeah, I liked it.